Welcome everybody, this is Brothermutant here. Today we're going to continue our quest with Eldritch and a ragtag team of subcasters. We're going to do something a little different. It's because I want to complete this game and it's taking a long time. It's not the game's fault. I love the game is amazing and it is long and in-depth. I have attempted on a couple of times to actually speed things up, so to speak, by literally shortchanging you guys by fast forwarding through the spell picks and the gear exchange and selling stuff, the fast travel on the overland map, just so you don't have to waste your time with stuff like that. That may be something I still attempt to do. I don't want to miss out on certain things though, like why I've picked these spells, why am I picking this gear. The chit chat between the characters and the interactions between them is always amusing to me. So it's one of those where I feel like I'm shortchanging you by not doing that as well. Well, how we solve this problem? Well, I've thought about it, and what I'm going to do is the following. I'm literally going to do long videos that I'm literally going to chop up into smaller ones. Instead of just doing one video, stopping it, doing an intro and an outro like I've been doing, you may not see that at all. You may see an intro and then not see an outro for 2 or 3 other videos. And the reason for that is because I did one long take and then I literally chopped it into, let's say, 2 or 3 videos. So the second video won't get any kind of intro or outro. The third video won't get any intro, but it'll get the outro. So again, you get the idea. The reason for that is so that I can literally play for longer periods of time and hopefully progress a lot faster this way. So I'm not constantly reminding you at the beginning of every mission, like, oh, this is what this character does, and this is his spells, and this is what she does, and this is why she has this gear. So hopefully that will speed things up. Now, before we rest, I've taken you through this area before we go outside and rest and get all our spells and abilities back, health up and whatnot, we do want to get up here and kind of fight some of this area as much as we can. We still have some spells. We want to use them to greater effect. So remember, we have a time limit. As such, we don't want to literally take a knee every 5 minutes. That's just silly. So there is a fight up here. We've scouted the area last video, if you recall, with Eck, and that's why he's invisible right now. We managed to find that there's bad guys over here. I told you that I already know there's bad guys all up the ramparts here. There's bad guys that went inside. There's ones that were left outside. And there's this convenient little athletics check here to get up to this higher part of the castle, so to speak. So we've taken Ekken's gear off on purpose for this reason, so that he literally has no impediment to his athletics check. Now, we're going to scum save it, of course. That's still going to be a thing. And I'm not going to let them get hurt, because this fight's going to be hard enough as it is. Good news is he got it on the first try. I want to make sure to put his gear on before I forget. And I want to put people on ranged weapons before I forget. Maybe not Val, she can tank for a while. Make sure that everybody's on range, though, for a reason. Do a quick save. Scum saving it. We clearly missed the perception check for everybody, and that's not good. There's a trap at the bottom of those stairs, and I do not want to miss that.
I'll go ahead.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. I don't want to get too close to the trap, obviously. We will disarm it, because traps, just because there's traps doesn't mean the bad guys step on it and hurt themselves. It's kind of an annoying feature of this game, I must admit. But we do have Jubilost here. Make sure that everybody's in all mode. They're not kicking off like some special attack. I'm going to buff his Cat's Grace, so his dexterity goes up a bit. We'll make sure he stealths.
Is always smart.
Just quick save it so we don't have to worry about it again. And there's reason that we're doing this is because we don't want to accidentally run downstairs to aggro onto somebody and do what he just did. So that's the point. We literally want to make sure that the path is clear, so to speak. The whole point of doing this, though, is to literally set ourselves up where we're sitting up here, and that we literally, thank you, finally, jeez Louise, bro. We're going to get up here, get everyone on ranged weapons with the exception of Val.
I am your shield.
And Puppers. And we're going to shut off their AI because those 2 guys are complete and utter idiots. If anyone manages to get past the arrows and bombs coming their way,
our duty calls.
then we have solutions to that problem. So again, that's part of the reason we're doing what we're doing. I'm going to have her buff her bow to make it a flaming bow. Jubilost is on normal crossbow. He's got all his buffs on him, so nothing wrong there.
I stand ready.
Could get a nice buff, but we don't need to. And if you recall, the Trollhound was right about here. the outcropping of these steps. And the reason that's important is if we do something like this, its AoE will catch everybody in it, and it will piss them off. Now, we don't want teammates being done. I'll say your stupid ass is right there. I will use her to also cast a grease spell on the steps. Say here.
I grant you death. Cannot hide from me.
So the reason that we are literally doing it this way is so that we can really pepper them on the way up, slow them down. We have a couple of frontliners up here. I have to manually control so they don't get into the grease is part of the problem. But literally, this fight isn't the tough part. As sad as it is to say, well, this is particularly scary, don't get me wrong, for the team that we have anyway. After we kill off these guys, there's going to be more dudes coming up this way from inside. And that's the scary fight. So we really have to be careful with what we're shoving out there. For instance, I don't mind doing another grease spell here.
Yes. A solid plan.
And everybody just goes back to shooting.
A clever ploy.
There we go. Remember, I have Flame Arrow on, so that I really have the potential to take out things that are sensitive to fire, like trolls, for instance. So, extremely helpful for us. Now, here's where the problem's going to be. And to make sure that that problem isn't a problem, I want to do things like buff ourselves up. And here's the marked trolls. These are the ones that, of course, are immune to fire, so we're basically screwed now. Again, everyone wants to run over there, so we've got to stop them from doing so.
I aim true.
Strike as one.
Now this Trollhound, see how he has Trollhound Howl on? That literally is an ability that the greater Trollhound has, the really annoying one, quite frankly, that allows him to scare our people in mass if they fail a will save. Because of that, we can get really, really hosed here really, really fast. So, things like autopilot moves to take that Trollhound down would not be a bad idea, in my opinion. Now, likewise, we can do some other stuff here as well to catch them. If we're lucky enough to catch these guys without killing that Trollhound off. We kill the Trollhound first is my goal, and the branded trolls are scary, but they're not that scary. Here we go.
Let us strike as one.
Pokemon is too close to the edge. There we go, though. That's not bad. Harem. Do me a favor, bro. Step back here. Oh, he can't heal. Ah, balls. Oh, he can heal that, though. Try Sympathetic. Outstanding. Get your ass back.
Attack!
Shoot that guy, would you? Everybody.
Attack!
Pardon the pun, but dog pile on the rabbit. No. I know you guys don't have AI on, so why are you attacking stuffed puppers? Okay. Now these guys are immune, of course, to fire, so we do need to throw an acid every now and again. Okay. Interference, guys. Everybody dogpile on that now. My auto hit moves for that guy as well. That's great. I think we've had a more successful attempt. You guys haven't seen the multiple attempts that we've had. So, that's that fight. Ooh, we got magic gear here, no less.
silent. Deadly.
Make sure everybody's off autopilot and everybody's not invisible. Now, normally we would go inside, and we're not going to do that just yet. We first have gear to distribute. Natural armor +2. Now remember, she has the Cloak of Winter Veil. I have the Wyvern Cloak. So you notice that if I try to add it to my character, I don't get any buff here. The reason is because I already have a +2 natural armor enhancement that's coming from this. So I don't have to put it on me, I can put it on the tank, which, let's face it, I'd rather it be on the tank, right? So she jumps up from a 28 to a solid 30 now. And that's before we do things like fight defensively, giving her even more armor. So she's getting pretty beefy now. Let's actually do a quick save before I do something stupid. And we are going to take Ekin,
Keep your eyes open.
take his armor off so he can do this check again.
Be on
On the way
guard.
back down.
Done.
Nice. Make sure to put his armor back on so you don't forget in case you get mugged somewhere. Now we're going to actually bounce out of the area, and just to show you, we could camp here and hunt. We're outside after all, so we don't have the penalty of being indoors where we don't get to hunt and we have to rely on rations. But I don't like resting inside the map that I'm fighting in, because I feel, and I may be completely wrong on this, but I feel that these bastards are more likely to jump us if we're napping in the same outside area. So I like to just step outside. So again, come down here, bounce outside, and I will even drop off gear that we don't need. It'll just sit in here, so again, we're not wasting the space of it. We don't have to be bogged down with the weight. Troll hides and wolf pelts and stuff besides. So I'll just drop off reasonably useless stuff to lighten the load. You see, we also managed to pick up one camping supply ration. That's not amazing, but that was in that box that we grabbed at the top of the stairs. Now we're ready to go outside, leave. Of course, quick save before you start to rest, because you don't want to have to worry about did you get jumped in the middle of the night. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it's life-altering bad. So we want to make sure that we're protected with a nice quick save. Doing that. Then we go into camp. Everyone's where they need to be, but because we have rations, remember we can literally activate that again. I know it's only one, but it does cut down on the amount of time, and time is a factor here. We have only so many days before we need to get back to base, because by the first, stuff has to be investigated. Now, I don't want to necessarily care about jeweled rice or haggis or shepherd's pie. I mean, they're all well and good. I'm not that great at cooking anyway, so I'll go for the hearty meals. We're not wasting supplies on someone as terrible as me for the cook. But we probably won't make the check, just to be honest.
How can you be happy and make plans for your future? Every moment you laugh or peacefully enjoy your life, someone somewhere else is breathing their final breath.
Every time you open your mouth, my hope for a relaxed evening fades. Please, don't get all wound up.
The interplay between these guys is pretty hilarious. That only took 1 hour for him to hunt down those rations. Not bad. Spoiled the meal, but whatever. We always do. We need to get someone that can actually cook. I forget which skill that is. Is that knowledge world? It can't be. Anyway, we are back. So let's come back up here. And again, follow your characters. Don't forget to save. Ekin has to take that off. Remember, just because he passed the check once doesn't mean he gets to pass it all the time. So he still has to keep making the check.
Completed.
Nice. Now it may be that it's easier. I don't know that. I never bothered to check that stuff. 18 doesn't seem like that big of a problem. But it's definitely something we need to account for. So we have him armored up. Remember, we're going to buff her with Shield of Faith, which he has. So I'm going to take her ring off. My ring can only be used by me. His ring can be used by anybody. So if we're going to buff him as well, we can take his ring off and give it to someone else. But I know Ekin definitely needs a little bit of loving when it comes to some extra protection. From here, we will go downstairs. First, I want to check, make sure. Yeah, okay. I did put his armor on. I have to check myself sometimes. So we're going downstairs. Notice the statues. You can investigate them, so to speak. And Harem says, "It's worse than I thought." Harem pulls his beard. His eyes are full of suffering. "Dwarves, where are you now? Why did you leave this fortress and let it be defiled by monsters? Perhaps you were killed, and no one survived to tell your families about your fate." He turns his gaze at you. "Now you see, Eldritch, this once proud fortress has fallen. All her inhabitants long gone. Death and oblivion wait for every person at the end of their path. Soon you and I will reunite with the eternal emptiness too." "Well, I don't look forward to reuniting with eternal emptiness just yet." Harem sighs. "Your ignorance changes nothing. You won't miss the end of the path anyway. My aim is to make you ready for that. This is the will of Grotus." I'm just going to skip past this. There's no intelligence check or any kind of knowledge check that we've made, or lore check for that matter. Otherwise, it would have shown up by now. So we're just going to skip past this and just go with the final ending here. You're talking rubbish, let's move. Well, it's kind of telling that you literally are dismissive of your cleric. The guy is literally a one-stop shop for gloom and doom. Now, we're going to go inside here. Just note that we have our maintain armor bonus on, but there's going to be bad guys inside. So to make sure that you are ready,
I'm open to your orders.
as you can see, we already have a wounded character here still. And I want to use scrolls for that problem. There we go.
Patience.
Now, I could be a complete
will
and utter
not
cheese beast
falter.
and hand over the hand of Magus Dan to Harem. Remember, just
Together
because
we stand.
it's working on her doesn't mean it wouldn't work on someone else. If you put it on him, he could literally be using our scrolls to heal us, and a 25% chance of not even using the scrolls up. That seems extra cheesy, and I'm not going to do that. But you really could push yourself a lot of stuff this way. And I would almost recommend it for people that are doing this on the most unfair difficulty. Not unfair, it's the... I don't even remember what it's called. Unfair is like the second worst one. Like the one right above that, though, the clearly ridiculous difficulty is what I call it. And I don't understand the reasoning behind that difficulty. Not that I'm picking on it or suggesting that you don't want to do that sort of thing. Hey, if you enjoy that kind of difficulty, go ahead. But their stats are so ungodly inflated that you can't, I imagine, beat the game at all without scum saving all the time. I mean, hell, I'm only, I think, on normal or like modified normal difficulty. I find their normal difficulty to be a little too easy, quite frankly. I set everything to the 1x damage, so instead of normal difficulty, which is like 0.8x damage, so they're only doing 80% of their damage. That seems stupid. So I do 1x damage for the bad guys. I do normal crits for the bad guys. Everything else normal stats. D&D style is the way I'm thinking of it. Now, I may have this one on a slightly higher difficulty, but not that much more. But basically, that's the take-home for me. And I'm fine with that. It's still plenty difficult. But I don't understand the bloat of stats that they gave everybody. Even on unfair difficulty, it's ridiculous. Like, everyone on the bad guy side gets like a +2 or +4 to all their stats. I mean, we're talking strength, dex, con, wisdom, intelligence, charisma. They get a massive bonus to their swing. They get a massive bonus to their armor. On top of the fact that you just buffed up their dex. You just buffed up their strength. You just buffed up their will saves. You know, all that stuff is still impacted. And then they buffed the other ones as well. So it's just retarded the amount of difficulty that they add when you do that way. And I don't understand why that even needed to be done. But it's what it is. I know I'm about to get jumped by trolls in here. It seems weird, of course, to activate Asimon now, because remember, it's only a 2-minute buff for him. For his pet, I should say. The same with his aspect of the Falcon. I would do it if it weren't for the fact that it literally seems weird. Her buff, on the other hand, reduced person, will last her a little bit longer. And it does allow her to have considerable armor compared to what she's normally staring at. And I'll even activate her shield. Now, of course, Juby here, his mutagen as well as his barkskin are staples. They're long-lasting buffs. He has 2 uses of barkskin, no less. His barkskin will run out at the same time that his mutagen runs out, but at the very least I'll still have another barkskin available to me. I'll use his shield spell and his cat's grace if I really feel like we're going to be in the pinch. But by and large, he's here for chucking bombs and basically hiding behind the team. Just perfectly fine. Harem, on the other hand, just buffed her with Shield of Faith. Now it's only going to last 4 minutes, but that gives her like a +2 to her
I am yours to
armor.
command.
As you can see, she's up to a 32 now. And again, if I have her fight defensively,
Don't
which she
hesitate.
is on right now, she's a penalty to her swing, which is whatever, but at the very least she's tanking like a boss. She'll actually see that extra +2 or +3 to her dodge armor. You won't see it yet, but you'll see it actually in combat. My main, definitely using protection. It's a mirror image / shield. Let's do a quick save. Let's jump inside. Now, if, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but feel free to like wave away here if you don't want to hear spoiler stuff. I'm going to pause it when we get inside, and I'll talk about something here. So if you see this again where my cursor is going up and down, then we're done with spoilers, okay? 3, 2, 1, here's the spoiler. Alright, so if you were a lawful character, and you were outside, and you remember Jazzon, he was the big ugly troll that was talking to us, all articulate, like, kind of feel bad for killing all his buddies, but whatever. If you were lawful, there was a lawful dialogue option, where you literally could ask him to basically more or less bring you inside, and he, stupid troll that he is, says, oh sure, I'll bring you to see the kings, and he walks you inside, pass all that fight outside. So it's super easy to get inside at that point. You're right here is where he drops you off at, and then of course this is what's going to happen. Okay, so now we're back, and this is basically where we're going to continue with that part of the story. Here is Hargulka, the king of the trolls. I love his armor, by the way. That's some freaking awesome shit. That's rib cage right there. A howling crowd of trolls waits by the entrance of an ancient dwarven fortress. They growl, pound the stone floor with their fists and clubs, and spit curses at you. Each sound is magnified, hammering the walls like a drum. Despite this display, however, the trolls do not attack, as if awaiting a command or permission. The troll stands at ease beside the base of a huge, fractured Torek statue. He's not the biggest or scariest among the other trolls, but there's an odd supremacy in his moves and in his eyes. Supremacy both over his kin and over you. The brand mark on his pelt is almost worn off. It pulses weakly in unison with his heartbeats.
Ah, yes. You're standing on the threshold of the castle of Hargulka, the Troll King. King Hargulka not invited you, Borba.
Each word comes out as a rasp, like steel dragged across stone. The trolls surrounding him stare at you silently, hate in their eyes. Doesn't feel like a friendly place.
No good comes of talking with monsters. We came for their heads, not their words.
Yes, but I need information. I'm guessing you're Hargulka?
You guess yourself, or you have help. No, not yourself. King Hargulka gave you hint. Smart. So smart.
Hargulka grins viciously.
I took the Kobold King and those Borba. Taught us to talk with Borba. Trolls are smarter than Borba, stronger than Borba, better than Borba. What you say, Borba? What you say now? When trolls are better than you.
Hargulka straightens up and leans over you, flexing his shoulders. Now, I will scum save stuff still, just so we're clear. This will be an example of one of those times. I have failed this in the past, and I don't like failing it because it's cheap XP. Again, I have a decent intimidation check here. I have a +11 for DC 20. I need a 9 or better, just to put that in terms of percentages for you guys. That's a 60% chance that I'll pass this check. That doesn't mean 50-50. That's not a coin toss. It's slightly better, but it's still the possibility we will fail it. Well, if we fail it, I'm going to scum save it, just so we're clear, okay? So we're going to go pass all this text again. If you see me scum saving it, that's why. Yep. Save it, because I don't want you hearing that stuff until I actually pass the check. This is always going to happen, so don't worry about this part. Again, whether you pass the check or not, that was going to happen. It's just a matter of,
Enemy
I want
near.
XP. So we're going to zip past that and come right back to the same spot. And again, we're not going to buff up any more than we already are. I do need to make sure that we're on the right weapons, though. I should say that.
I'm listening. Let us bide our
Yeah,
time.
see, I'm already on the wrong weapon here. Come on. Switch to the weapon, I say.
I'll go ahead.
Well, so
2, buddy.
was lost in thought.
Yes?
I stand
Beyond God.
ready.
Alright. Pal. Okay.
No good.
You guess your star took the Kobold King. Angels Mortal taught us to talk with Borba. Those are smarter than Borba, stronger than Borba, better than Borba. What you say, Borba? What you say now? When trolls are better than you.
Intimidate 20. Acid can still kill you, so you're not truly immortal. Allow me to demonstrate. Yeah, there's a success. I've actually scum saved this a few times now, guys.
But humans can acid, fire, steel, wood, stone, or beast. Compared to humans, trolls are immortal.
This might be true. Rolled a 17. Nice.
Odd business trying to intimidate a troll. We are food for them. Imagine if something you eat, let's say a chicken, attempted to intimidate you. Would you take its threats seriously?
I just might.
Do not leave this place, Dumbwater. Should not have come. The good news to prepare, though. And I'll go later. If you can, stranger. Der Borba, der Garbage.
Hardgolka pounds the Torag statue with his fist and leaps into the side hallway. Now that little mark on his chest that's wearing, that's the reason he's actually bouncing right now. He's losing his protection and he knows it. So he's going to go back and get buffed up, so to speak. It's his way of preventing us from doing something to him. Smart troll, but he does leave a couple other trolls for us to mess with. So we do need to be careful here. So Elle's going to come over here. That can die you. Might as well target them. And have Puppers go over here. Harem go over here. Jubiloss shoot that one. Val come over here. Bookworm, why don't you magic missile this guy just to start us off. And of course I almost forgot that I can actually buff up with weapons. These are not anything other than special trolls, so straight up damage works like normal fire acid to finish them off. Pokey stick time. Good. Okay, now, before we leave the area, note, he's blocked off the passage. We can't go through that way, right? Now, that doesn't mean you couldn't teleport if you had an AoE teleport or a single target teleport, for that matter. Dimension door spell. You can teleport to the other side of this, go down this hallway, but I don't think you can get very far. The door, I believe, is locked. Now, maybe it's not locked from this side. So that's a thing. So just so we're clear on that. We'll see that in a bit. I wanted you to see the interactions with the teammates here, though, because when we click on this part of the statue, we get another Mr. Sad Pants story. Let's do a quick save so we don't have to deal with that mess again. You're weak, Torag. Weak and pathetic. How could you, the god of all dwarves, the great creator, be knocked down by some meager troll? You'll confuse the god with the sculpture depicting him, Ekin notes calmly. But Harem doesn't hear him or just doesn't care. God, I am not doing Valerie's voice. Gods are not pathetic. Those who grovel at their feet and beg for charity, then cry when they receive no crumbs from the divine table, on the other hand. Also, how can the dwarves put their trust in you, you traitor god? How can you protect your people if you're incapable of defending even yourself? Now notice that we have a lore religion check that is passed. This means this is good. We have actually done this, and therefore you should click it, in my opinion. I think that gives you XP, but only if you click it. So our lore religion check passed, which means we get this content. You confuse the reason with the consequence. Torag's worshippers left this place. Their faith doesn't empower Torag anymore, so he has no need to protect this fortress. Harem opens his mouth to object, but apparently can't find any good arguments. Finally, he gives up on you. You're so blind, Eldritch. he says just to fill the silence and turns away. He's like Droopy Dog. That's who he reminds me of. I just figured that out. Okay. Now we can still talk to him about this stuff, but it really doesn't matter. So we're just going to go right back to the stop whining. Let's go. We still have a lot to do. And again, reiterating my point that you always treat him like the bitch of the team, because he really is Mr. Buzzkill. Now we do have, let's save that. And again, let's take a, the lore religion check was harem? How does that make sense? Anyway, whatever. This is our troll information, though, just so we're clear on that. So we're actually up to knowing quite a bit about the trolls. Matter of fact, I think we know everything about the trolls now. Just the troll, not the branded ones, just so we're clear. They are different species, so to speak. But this is their armor class. Notice that they're flat-footed at 16, so it's easy enough to hit these guys. But now imagine that with the inflated stats of the unfair or the ungodly mode, whatever the hell it's called. And it literally gets ridiculous, because literally with unfair, I want to say that this would go up like another 4 points, or 2 to 4 points. And again, that's just retarded amount that you literally give these guys for armor. And then you throw that onto their swing as well. Where's that at? Here, plus 11. That's going to go up a lot more, like another 4 to 6 points. So that's a really hard swing that these guys are going to have. And then that doesn't even count their damage. Just saying. Now we have Path A down here, Path B up here. I prefer Path B. We will clear the whole map, so don't worry. But there is a reason to want to go this way. Notice we have bad guys still in the area. And we're doing okay for ourselves from there. I will throw out a single bomb. Catch more AoE if possible. Lost, why aren't you doing anything?
Forward.
Okay. Alright.
Let us be careful.
There's hidden stuff, of course, everywhere. Feel free to check out the area.
Completed.
The only one I found in this area so far was that one. Doesn't mean that's the only one there is to find. So feel free to scout, check stuff out.
The path is clear.
Open the door,
I spotted something.
and as you can see, we're already in territory for finding stuff.
You
Now,
require my
Jubilost
assistance?
here isn't fully buffed up yet. We should probably do so.
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
I thought so. Why don't you sneaky your butt over here, bro? See if we can't disarm that trap with no one looking.
Child's play.
Alright, get your butt back here. Now, as you can see, we have branded troll hound in the area. That doesn't mean that's the only thing over there. But
Together
you remember we have tricks. Now we could do web spell, we could do grease spell, I could
Our
do
duty calls.
stinking cloud. Remember, I have buffed the front 3 people to be immune to the poison effect for several hours, so that can come in super handy. Now if it's not that big of a fight, that's kind of a waste. It doesn't last very long. That's another thing that's kind of annoying for us. I would love to get myself an extended metamagic rod for that reason alone, because doubling the duration of 1 round per level at level 6, 6 rounds jumping out to 12, that's a long fight. If they're in that cloud and we're immune to that cloud, that's a long enough fight that we probably will win without the cloud wearing off. You can see the benefit of something like that. I'm going to...
We should move.
Yeah, Bless is still on. So I was about to say I was going to activate Bless Ring, but we don't have to. Let's do... what?
Let us not
Web spell? Grease spell. Let's do a grease spell.
Let's finish them quick.
You get your butt back here.
Aim carefully.
Primitives.
Autopilot that so we can drop those guys. Here, come over here. Oh, don't come back this way. Oh, knew it. As soon as I turn him on his heel.
Strike as one.
Guess we come over here.
Will they ever learn?
Oh, that was a nice hit. Who got that one in? That was pretty. Nikondayu. 8+8. Boom, he got splashed though. Holy hell. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Okay. Anyway, you see we have a door here. We also have pupper remains to scavenge.
I'll go ahead.
We'll grab that stuff here in a moment.
You can thank me now.
Hey, good work, buddy. Now this is the outside, as you can see. I don't know if there's bad guys out here. I don't think there is, but there's definitely treasure. Do a quick save.
Child's play.
Ooh, hey, I'll take that. Another ration. Kind of a random thing to just keep in a dungeon, but hey, I ain't gonna complain about extra rations. We need to be real careful here so we don't get tripped up on this, because I got a feeling there's gonna be more bad guys ahead. So let's actually slowly march people through this mess. Yeah, there's a troll hound up there already. I see him.
Be on guard.
Wants to be careful. You'll notice, by the way, and for those of you that haven't been paying attention, I have noticed this, so you will probably be infuriated by this. I have seen.
So, any brilliant ideas?
Let me do a quick save here. I have seen when I had a web spell down, like this grease spell, when I've had that stuff down on the ground and I try to jog around the long way, I have literally seen my characters walk past it like this and then immediately go diagonal like that. There's nothing in the way. There's no reason in the world they couldn't walk a straight damn line. They would literally juke towards the web spell. I kid you not. So when you get pissed off at the AI pattern of this game, it's justified in my opinion, because they're stupid and they literally do go out of their way to jump in AoE effects. I don't know what that's about. Like it's some magnetic pull or something that's dragging them towards the web spell. I've only seen it on the web spell. I assume it's going to be all the other ones as well. So again, if you see people doing stupid stuff like makes no sense, like he's running from here to here, straight damn line, and it's clear, let's say these rocks aren't in the way, and you see him go boof, that's why, because there's an AoE effect nearby and the game makes them want to jump towards it. I don't know what that shit's about. That's definitely an odd little MacGuffin that they've slapped in there. Now you see we have a troll here. Let's actually do a little bit of stealthy, just to get everyone back in position.
Enemy near.
I was kind of hoping to sneak up a little closer to see what was in the area. Okay, so it looks like we do have some trouble up ahead. Let us use a fireball spell. Like so. I did waste that, but I don't care. Come on, guys.
We shall overcome.
Harem's dead. Never mind. Yeah, we don't do with death well. We need to get ourselves that life support spell. What the hell's that thing called? Definitely need to get that thing. Alright, since we didn't get a chance to do it this last time, let's do it now. And you see our bless has worn off, so let's actually activate the ring. The thing that was missing, for those of you wondering what I'm talking about, I could do this stinking cloud move, but again, I also have...
We'll do it the hard way.
Strike as one.
just enough to slow him down so we don't get mugged.
Do
Why is
not
Bookworm...
hold back.
What are you doing, Harem? Get your ass up there.
Let us
Valerie?
strike as one.
Elle?
A solid plan.
Bookworm, get your ass back out of that mess.
A clever ploy.
That's so weird that they did that.
Do not hold
Attack.
back.
Come on, guys.
We shall overcome.
Nice work, team. That's more like it. Do a quick save on that.
I'll go ahead.
Power past their grease spell. Eventually. We didn't take too much damage. Bookworm got caught up front, and that's probably because I had her do the grease spell, I think. But I don't think I did. I actually thought I cast it from
Observe
my
the
main.
others.
Yeah, I cast it from my main. Why was she up front?
Yours.
Must have been when I turned around. She got caught in it. Quick save here in case I missed the trap.
We need to try something else.
I'll take that. That's good enough.
Tread lightly.
More treasure over. Yay. Anything, guys? Nothing? Okay. Let's get over here. Save for that one. Alright. I wouldn't be worried about quick saving so much if it weren't for the fact that I know that there's treasure that I hate when I miss it. And again, if Jubilos doesn't get it, then I'm a subpar trickery person compared to him. He's 14, I'm 12. So if he fails it, that doesn't mean that I still won't have the potential to do it. It's just unlikely. So, game has been quick save. We're going forward.
Let us be careful.
Who will?
Fellas,
Does it matter?
get him.
Attack!
Alright, this is just a troll, troll hound, and a kobold sentinel. But this would be a perfect opportunity then, in my opinion, for this doggo. You need to come back. So he take this. No, everybody just dog pile on the rabbit.
As one.
Except for doggo.
Skill.
So we found the trap there as well. But be careful, after these guys die, they're going to want to go forward and wail on Mr. Sentinel, so I have to pause it. Yep. Over here. Everybody over here, come on.
Do not hold back.
Get yourself exposed.
Okay. Good word.
The path is clear.
Got caught in my own stank cloud. Come on. Yeah, we'll wait for it to wear off. Another outside area. Take that. Ooh, body. Ooh, like that stuff. Another key. Steel dwarfing key this time. That's different than what we had before. Let's do a quick save. Jujubee. Oh wow, they're gonna send me to do it, huh?
Impossible.
That's weird. Oh, his thing wore off.
I failed.
So we're probably at the same level of skill right now.
Impossible.
Alright, before we mess this up, what are we looking at? Oh, I can do that. Just need it better.
Impossible.
Nope. Get your butt back to doing it right way. I keep forgetting, of course, my trick.
I'm still here.
Let us bide our time.
Oh, save. There we go. For one check and one check only, she'll get a +1 to it.
Done.
There we go. So you see she's at a higher chance to hit that thing. Let's see. So we had 270 XP. How are we doing on XP, by the way? Quick save. Character check. Ways away. Val's coming right along. So is Harem. Jujubee is getting there. She's getting close, but I'm still... No, she's closer. And he's a ways away still, but he's getting there. I maintain that most of these guys are going to ding by the time that this floor is done. This mission, I should say, is done. Okay. No treasure, huh? Okay. So we went through there already. Let's come back this way, come down this path. There's a trap over here. I want to see if there's a trap over on this side. Thank God they don't let you burn yourself in the fire. Because this would be annoying, having everyone go, ow, 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 when it's their own damn AI being stupid. Ooh, edible moss. Thank you. Okay, so now just so we're clear, there is another path over here. That's the other side. Look at our map. Remember, we could have gone this way. There's another side over here. This bridge was broken. You could, again, teleport down here, and you can see there's already treasure down here, so there's reasons to want to be down in this area. Now we can get there naturally, so don't freak out. So teleportation spells aren't necessary as far as I know in this game. They are helpful though. So again, if you have a character that already has Dimension Door twice slotted up, then feel free to bounce down, fight whatever's down there, get whatever treasure's down there, and then teleport back up. But, oops, just saw that. A Grundy, huh? Oh shit. Name troll. Alright, my buffs are wearing off.
Fail.
Didn't want that again. Didn't want you again. Definitely want this again. And I feel like we need to heal the team. Alright. I feel good about that now. Ekken, you have yet to upgrade. Why don't you upgrade Puppish before he dies on us?
Let us be careful.
Let us strike as one. Do not falter.
Guys, we got this. There we go. Very nice.
The path is clear.
Took it on the chin a little bit there, but that's okay.
Look ahead.
Ooh, hey, I'll take that too. Quick save. First, let's skim those things and take that treasure. Hey, I like that. Let's take a look at that real quick. First, you see we have something on the ground here. Now, I don't know. I mean, I know how to use it. I don't remember the pattern, is my point. But this is nothing more than a thing that's down there. Notice the icons are important. Okay, so whichever one it's supposed to be, we'll have to turn it to it. And more likely than not, since a trap is, or a puzzle is terrible, if it's only one click puzzle, chances are there's another one. So again, it's a bridge to the other side, chances are there's another one on the other side. So just remember that we need to know which is which by the way, what is that? That is a face. Big ugly ass bearded troll face, I'm guessing. We have another, yeah you do. She needs it. She needs 13. Let's just do another AoE. There we go. Feel good about that. Head on downstairs, guys. Head on downstairs. Now, so big face was on this side with weird 4 different possible icons. Gotta make a note of that in our brain. Down here, more of the same. Not anything particularly scary for us. We only have her on acid splash versus a crossbow. That's because we're coming across so many things that are only going to die if we're going to fire or acid, so I kind of want to have her on autopilot for that. Plus she's better at hitting, for those of you that are wondering. Her touch armor, way better to hit those guys with a 7, versus if she was shooting at them with whatever armor they had on their character. And we do have a difficulty on this, so we must be on unfair mode or something similar. I do want to take a look at that shield. Shield +1, that's not bad. Oh, he already has one. Never mind. Oh, Val. We really need to get you a magic tower shield, don't we, kiddo? Oh, we have any extra weight? Yes, we do. Just want to make sure we stay lean. That'll help a lot. To make sure that we're not overweight. Remember, the worst thing for your team to say in the middle of a battle is, I'm tired, are we there yet? And man, does that shit get annoying real fast. I'll take the masterwork stuff and the money items. You took a pounding there, bro. You work on your armor. Alright, let's see. We have... first I should point out that we have a door and another door. I'm just scoping out this area first. It looks like we found something. Random loot just buried underneath a cobblestone. And a dryad thingy. Looks like we have a passage that's blocked. I need a key.
The path is clear.
Okay, so we have door 1, door 2. Come up here, we'll do a quick save. My mother and your mother out washing clothes. My mother punched your mother right in the nose. What color was the blood? Red. R-E-D, and out you go with a dirty, dirty dish rag on your toe. We're going this way.
Completed.
Ooh, and unlocked, no less. Trickery.
I spotted something.
Yes, you did. Oh no. Quick save. Jujubee.
This is not the way it works.
16 and you fail with a 12, bro? Come on, son. We both have a 12, by the way, so I failed it first, so I can't say much, but still, that's kind of lame. I think that we have at least 2 people that can do these types of checks.
Child's play.
That's my guy. And
I'll go
acid
ahead.
arrows.
My search was not in vain.
Now the door, let's do a quick save here first. Trolls. And they're green to me. What the hell? You see a troll who looks familiar. He was the one who greeted you at the lair's entrance. You believe his name was Jazzon. He and some other trolls are surrounded by the gang of kobolds. Losing you, Jazzon turns and bares his teeth. Borba came already. You like killing troll and kobold, Borba? Now Jazzon kill you. Yeah, see, this would not have happened, by the way, if, I should say, spoilers. Spoilers. Okay, so, come back when you see this again. For those of you that are still here in 3, 2, 1, if you were lawful and he escorted you inside the base, he gets bitch slapped by the king of the trolls, and he gets sulks and goes over here, so he doesn't regret the fact that you're killing all his friends, because the king was basically turned into an asshole. So he's like, well, you're doing what you're supposed to do. But because he assumed that everything was status quo, you walked in and snuck in and started slaughtering everybody, so now he hates you. So you could have made not necessarily a friend of him, but this fight would have been a lot less troublesome if it weren't for that. Alright, you back? Okay, we're back. Let's do this. Didn't want to fight. They attacked me first. Borba lied. Borba came here on her own. I told Borba go away. The troll looks at you and snarls with contempt. We kill you now, Borba. No, we know we no beasts anymore. We no eat your corpse. We bury it in some place. Let other Borba come to that place. Kobold, run! Trolls! Dirt Borba! The trolls roar loudly, so loudly. Dust falls from the ceiling. Several kobolds heed Jazzon and run, but the rest gather beside the trolls. Kobold flame shaman, oh shit. Withered kobold clad in a stained rug steps forward. Men's Tartuk, menace. He hisses, Tartuk, kobold, peace, men's deaths. Okay, sounds like we know what they're doing with this. This would be another opportunity for another one of those sneaky cloud moves. If not that, then definitely web. Like, yay.
A solid plan.
Let us strike as one.
Now, with them being in the web, that gives them a concentration check penalty. So they have to do a concentration check now for them to cast spells. That doesn't mean that they're immortal, or that we're immortal, that they're not going to hurt us in any way, shape, or form. But...
Death cannot hide from me. Nowhere to run.
Okay then. We need to do more than just this, apparently. How about we do some of... Yay.
I require
Let's get that guy.
Do not hold
Not doing anything. AI.
onward.
Oh, you're
Stay behind me.
trapped in the web spell, aren't you?
I'm twisted.
Oh, there's another archer over there. I didn't see you. My bad. Alright, madam. Can you drop this dude?
I can't keep this up much longer.
There we go. That's helpful. Look where much come over here
Strike as one.
and do that thing. Juby. Bomb time, bro. Oh no! Well, Alright. How we solve this problem? Well, one, I need to make sure to catch that other archer. I didn't see that doofus. He was peppering our ass, I'm sure of it. We could keep going this way, but this is still a fight that we need to do, so I don't mind doing it. I think we're still buffed, so I don't mind coming in here and doing this fight. Okay, oh, she doesn't have her buff on. God damn it. My bad. Val, go here. We need that, you know, let's just do fire. Do it again. Oops, I think I just killed Doggo. Sorry, Doggo. Jackass. Uh-oh. Okay, well that was tougher than I thought. I need to get that damn shield of faith on Valerie before we go in there. That was dumb. Here, bro. Do that thing. Bless. How much time I got? I still got plenty. You get your buff up, bro.
Let us not
And I don't mind her having her shield spoken too.
This requires your attention.
You know what? Let's kill this guy.
Let us strike as one.
At an end.
That was definitely not the way to go in this fight.
Will be. Definitely will be.
strike as one.
Cannot hide from me. I see their faces.
Aim carefully.
I can't keep this up much longer.
That was wasteful as all hell.
What's new?
But we prevailed. Everybody's reasonably alive.
I'll go ahead.
Oh, here's our symbol. Look, this is the rune of the Langbuck clan. Their whole clan must have perished many years ago. Now we know the place where their path ended. Let Grotus wrap them up in this eternal emptiness. Aram reaches his hands forward as if trying to touch the rune, but at the last moment he jerks his fingers away. Where their path ended, I don't see a mountain of skulls below this rune. Some historians have lost their diplomas for such rash conclusions and sweeping generalizations. Very good. Juplas, very good. Note we had a knowledge world check passed. As far as I have heard, there's a big dwarven clan, the Langbuck, somewhere in Drumma. I guess they own some sort of trade caravan business. They even own a store in Restov, supposedly. So they didn't perish yet after all. What a shame. Wow, dude, seriously? He's depressed that they're gone. He's depressed that they're alive. Him lets out a discontented sigh. Anyway, every living creature is bound to die, he claims, but without too much certainty. Okay, Igor. God, this guy sucks. Why does this rune shine? Dwarves like to mark on the walls of their fortresses and caves. They use their clan rune for this purpose. Usually they enchant this rune to spread light, so the dwarves can probably observe it even in the total darkness. Herm examines the rune one more time. But where is all your pride now, old Langbuck clan? Yeah, so sad. Let's go. Alright, so we have a fish symbol. So, that's clearly the symbol that we need. Ooh, look. Oh, wow, really? A door to the door. So I guess we could have come 2 different ways to that fight. I don't know if there's a better way.
The
Need
path
helmet
is clear.
pieces. And I'm taking all that treasure. We'll parcel it out later. Alright, quick save. And I need to heal up in case we get mugged by something in there. Even if it's just a one-time heal. Don't do
Brings
that
us
shit.
closer to the
Why is he not getting the option? Oh, it's doing that thing again, guys, where it's not giving me my spontaneous healing. You have to reset it every once in a while. For those of you wondering, I've done this the other day. I had it for Tristan, where he wasn't getting his arcane bond, or whatever the hell that thing's called, where he literally is allowed to get his spell back. Same here. So I was trying to do this. Instead he was trying to just cast the actual spell, like a dumbass. Okay. That's better. We may need to go outside and rest, but let's press on a little bit, shall we?
The end draws near.
Come
I'll
on,
go
team.
ahead.
Keep your ass in there. Oh, we got, treasure chest. Definitely saving that.
Finish them.
Oh, hell, Mimic. God damn, these idiots. They did a good job on this. That's a new edition, newer edition compared to when it originally came out. That wasn't in the game. It was cool that they did that.
The path
Alright,
is clear.
now we said we wanted to look at all the stuff that we've been picking up. Hide armor +3, ooh my. So I'm wearing something that literally is a 5. Max dexterity, I could get actually all 4. Ooh, that's up. That's more armor in the same touch armor class. That's an upgrade for me. Who can wear the chain shirts? He's in medium, right? Jubilost, he's fine with his bombardier, so that's for sure. He's already in high stuff. So let's put her into the adamantine chain shirt so she can take more of a beating since she has low hit points. We have a shock light crossbow. Oh dear. Does that improve? Yeah, sort of. Gives me a chance though to do this and then shut her damn acid splash off. Ooh, and a belt. Incredible dexterity. Now she has the explorer's belt on, so she gets more con. As you can see, it keeps her from being tired all the damn time. Jubilost, on the other hand, can definitely use an upgrade. Remember, he likes to cast Grace on himself, so now we'll need to get rid of that, or know that Cast Grace will still only give him a +2 increase instead of a +4. But that's definitely something. I could put it on Ekin to make sure he's more likely to hit. Matter of fact, that's not the worst idea ever. Get him a solid chance to nail those targets. I can probably switch back to his rapid shot now and not feel too bad about it. Who needs a crossbow that's magic? There we are. Getting everybody equipped. That's what this game's all about. I do need to go through and do newest, oldest, look for stuff that she may have had dropped that we could research for her book. Nope. Okay. Just making sure. The reasoning for that was literally to make sure that she did have something that can go into her wizard book.
Tread lightly.
I want to make sure that I don't waste scrolls when I could literally be learning stuff from them. Now, we are wounded, as you see. We still have quite a bit of the bottom still to cover. We haven't even covered up half the top. So again, it's one of those where you have to make the decision. Are you guys going to bounce early? Are you going to rely on potions to top you guys off, so to speak? And just push your luck with the buffs that you currently have, / the potions that you can use, and scrolls, of course, too, to make your characters better. As there, find traps. Ooh, find traps. I should probably use that on Jubilost. Hey, Judy.
Yes?
I should take that, put that right there, and activate it. sir. How long does that last? 3 minutes. I'll take it. Alright. We rested up. Jujubee's coming up here to... Or I'm coming up here, I guess, to disarm that trap.
I failed. Completed.
Nice.
Let us be careful.
Again,
I was successful
my.
in my search.
I'll take that extra XP every time.
Impossible.
Now you see we already have Blood, Fire, Fever. I don't know when that kicked on us. But you see we have it on 2 characters. So someone must have poisoned or diseased us in some way. Now the way to make sure that that goes away, do a quick save here, is use his Treat Affliction. But if it doesn't work, just come save. Because this thing could be particularly nasty for us. It's not that it won't kick off again while we're in these depths. I think it might just be the dungeon itself. You know, the further you progress, the more likely you are to be impacted by this. Dispels it. Okay, so we're saving that. Remember, we have another person that has it over here. Jubloss has fine traps on him. Nice, nice, good. Okay, back to what we were doing.
Completed.
Nice.
We should move.
We have our buffs fall off again. Those are so handy. Oh, I love Magus class so much. Oh hell. We have a troll.
We should prepare.
And I have one more use of Stinking Cloud. I think it's time. Whoa, is it time? Holy hell. Web spell. Web spell. And I don't understand why Valerie and these guys are suddenly not attacking. Didn't have them on. Damn, stupid. Oh, well, you can come up here. Just do it again, kid. We bought all those scrolls for a reason. And to take out the fodder in the back ranks, at least, I want you to autopilot that. This guy. Second. Rapid shot if it was there. We got a Boom Slayer over here. Jujubee. Oof. Nice shooting, Juju. Very nice work, team. Now we're definitely blowing our wad here. We're getting real close to being out of everything. But doesn't mean we can't push our luck just the tiniest bit more. Let's do a quick save. See what we got around the corner here. Treasure for one. Need to get everybody over here though. I'm not dealing with this mess. Fine traps. He's doing good. No one's got the disease on them again, right? Alright, I'm not coming through until Jubloss and Harem get their butts over here. Because clearly there's trouble in there. I'll prove it. Save. Oh, spitters. Worst kind of trouble.
Our duty calls.
Let's do a little El Griso spell.
Enemy near. I spotted him.
Jubloss, get your butt over here, bro. I need bombs. Put one. Why don't you fire that? Tag one or two of them at least. I'll take it. Everybody attack. Come on now. Stop just standing there like he is. Okay.
Your life ebbs low.
Oh, what the hell hit me? Oh, you bone shaman son of a bitch. Okay. Oh, no.
What a waste.
You cannot hide from me.
Shot Ekin.
Attack! This ends.
Nice shot.
A solid plan. Strike as one.
Yes. Even did it without all my team. Looking at you bastards. Get over here, guys. Come on now. Stop being lazy butts. Alright, screw you guys. I'm going in. Treasure must be found. I can't wait for you ever.
I failed.
Oop. Oof. Try that again. Standing in the grease is probably not the way to go there.
I shall not fail. Done.
Yeah, we'll save it. How are we coming along now on that XP? Not bad. Doing good. Ooh, he's getting real close to dinging. That'll make my day. Getting him to 5. Oh, good lord. Those AoE heals of him will actually be useful. She's not bad either. He's coming right along as well. Well, alright.
We should move.
Really?
Here.
Okay.
I will not
You
falter.
try.
Let us press on.
Alright, team. Get up and get over there. Come on, Belle. Looks like Jubilos finally broke free. Harem, on the other hand, is having all kinds of fun. Money.
Completed.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead.
What has he got on his body? Oh, he's got stuff and things like that. And now here I'm busted through. Oh, of course, because the spell wore off. Ha ha ha. That works though. And bookworm, as soon as he gets out of that damn grease, we'll be fine. Alright, so the question is, and we need to reevaluate now whether we're good enough to actually bounce, rest up outside, come back in. And I'd say we've done about half of the map. Half of this side, half of upstairs, remember. But, let's pause it for a quick second. We still have potions. Just found chainmail +2. Ooh, is that better for Ekin? No, it's not. Notice it's less armor, but remember it's more dex. So we get a +3 for his here. Max dexterity versus a +2 there. See, that's the difference. So while the armor would go up, the dex would go down. So again, it would be less touch, more flat-footed, I think is how that would work for him. Yeah, say that. Everything else stayed the same. It's not that it's the worst idea ever, but he's never really in a position where he should be flat-footed, in my opinion. That doesn't mean he's not. But, what do I got? I got hind armor. I needed all 4 of my armor points. Yeah, so I'd be even worse off. I would actually go down 2 points in touch, and I would go down a point in flat-footed. Oh, wait, up a point? What the hell? Oh, I went down here, right? Yeah, there it is. I went down a point in the full armor class, which is definitely a no-no for me. Did I get a... I feel like I got... Yeah, there we go. She has invisibility already. Oh, boo. I was hoping. I was hoping to make your spell book better. Oh, I should check the one on Jubilost. Hey, he can take free movement. There you go, bro. And he can do invisible. And whatever the hell that thing is. Man, I keep forgetting stuff. Cat's Grace. You have Cat's Grace already, right? No, you do not. Ha! I think her thing worked. The Hand of Magus Dan. She copied it to her spellbook and it still kept it. Good on you, kid. Good on you. I'm going to put a delay poison up here for you, just in case we need to cast that on someone. Say with a hold person. And another fireball, because why the hell not? Okay. Doing good, doing good, doing good. We are definitely wounded, though. Alright, do we have any more? No.
What's new?
He can heal himself, but he hasn't taken any damage.
I will see this through.
I'm going to put these down here before I forget. Yeah, we're going to say quick save it. Let's just explore the tiniest bit down this hallway. See if there's like a trap or something we can pick before we bounce outside. Definitely not going into another big room. Likewise. Aha, for instance. Disarm that trap, please.
Done.
Nice. Ooh, that was a nice XP for that, too. How is Jubilost coming in XP? I should be giving it to him so he could literally be getting a level up. Matter of fact, let's actually go back and do that with Jubilost. The only reason it's giving it to me is because we both, I believe, have the same check. If anything, he may be like a point less than me. So, it still should be possible for him to do it.
This
Stand
is
with
not the way it works.
And I could be completely wrong. Could have been that we just got lucky on that last one, guys. Sorry. Let's find out, though. I need to check to see what the trickery check was. $21 out of 12. He would need a 11. He need a 9 or better. He can totally do this. He can do this. Come on, bud.
Child's play.
There we go. And that's definitely XP. He needed one more like that, and he should be where he needs to be to level up. And I will appreciate that before taking a knee. Oh my god.
I shall not fail.
Alright, let's not fail then.
To victory! A solid plan.
A clever plan.
Not bad, guys. Surprised with all that XP we didn't get enough for Jubilost to level up, though. It's okay. Doggo needs to get back up there. Come on, buddy.
I spotted something.
Ooh, here we go. This could be what puts him over the top.
My skills are getting rusty.
That's why we're practicing.
This is not the way
Can you
it
do
works.
it, though? Oof. 50-50 chance damn near. It's 55-45.
You can thank me now.
Oh, that's what I needed to hear. Alchemist level 6. And he gets another discovery. Now we can do infusion on him, unless another bomb is more pressing. Breath Weapon Bomb, of course, is amazing, as you guys may not know. This is one that we get for free if you go Grenadier, which is why my main, what do you call him, mercenary, is a Grenadier. He gets this for free. He also gets Precise Bomb for free. So again, 2 feats for free that you definitely want on a bomb guy. So while he's nice as an alchemist, don't get me wrong, I'd much rather have the other guy. He has really good stuff here. Enhanced Potion could be amazing. Remember, this allows him to pour the potion into your throat. That basically gives you this massive buff because it considers him as level 6 for the potion instead of the normal level of the potion. Explosive Bombs is a bigger area of effect, and they have a chance to catch on fire. But Infusion is the one that I've been talking about. It's actually Tanglefoot Bombs. interesting too. Kind of like a web spell. Preserve Orkans, of course. Feral Mutagen, this is the one where he gets a claws and bite attack. So it basically gets 3 attacks around. You could have gotten this at like a level 2. That'd have been amazing for some characters, just saying. But he's not that guy. Extend Potion and Enhanced Potion are still solid choices for him. Choking Bomb. Instead of dealing damage. Anytime you see where it says, instead of dealing damage, know that that means the bomb sucks. Yes, it's an effect kind of like Stinking Cloud. Right? Literally is creatures that take direct hit or are in the splash area must make a fortitude save become nauseated for 1 round per 1d6 of damage the bomb would have done. Remember, his damage is based on these upgrades. If I'm not mistaken. So 1d6, 2d6, 3d6, and on up it goes. So it does considerable damage with them, but that's not the point. The point is it's only going to last for a small amount of time. It can be extremely helpful, don't get me wrong. But it's one of those where you'd rather do bombs that do damage. Dispelling bombs. Again, instead of dealing damage. Choking bomb. What's the other one? Explosive bombs obviously do damage. Tanglefoot bombs doesn't say anything about not taking damage. So I would believe that this would actually take damage. So that's still useful to me. But again, like I said, I'm grabbing that infusion so he can use his spells, his buffs on other people. Let's get his perception and use magic device up, trickery up, of course, as well. I don't mind. Well, let's get world up. Keep to the same ones. Let's do an Arcana just a little bit. Just a little, because it feels weird to do all the stuff that he does and not have Arcana. From here, we get another spell. Level 2. Preferred. So, protection from arrows could be a long-lasting buff for you and your team. Remember, you can cast it on the team now. That's the whole point of infusions. See, invisibility could be amazing. Delayed poison could be useful. Blur could be amazing. Aid for an extra swing attack. +1 morale bonus. Extra hit points besides. Plenty of good choices here. Even going back to level 1, he only had Stone Fist left on his list, so yeah. Really, there's no wrong answer. Lesser Restoration could be useful too. Protection from arrows is kind of appealing to me. Delayed poison is definitely appealing. Although I must admit, I do like the idea of casting Blur on multiple people, and I did not pick up Blur on my main. So this would be a way that he could literally help the team by leaps and bounds. Let's make sure we update his spell book, as you can see. And something else to point out is now you can do Barkskin on multiple people. So we could do Barkskin 3 times and give a decent armor class upgrade to these 3 characters up front, let's say, right? And then take that necklace and give it to one of these guys, because she has the natural armor necklace, and I think she has the cloak. I don't think Harem has a necklace, so he would definitely benefit from Barkskin. But this would be a definite upgrade for the frontliners for extra armor for everybody up front. For level 1, again, now that we can buff other people, you can see how things like Bomber's Eye, Shield Spell, for instance, aren't the best choices ever. Maybe we could do something like Shield Spell for a couple of characters, including himself. And again, well, I don't think she'd benefit from it because she already has a tower shield and he already has a shield, but she could benefit from it, or I can give it to Ekin, who can't benefit from having a shield at all because he's using his damn bow. So that could be a really nice upgrade. I like that. Note, I need to put everything back to where it belongs. And like so, and like so, yep. And number now, because we do infusions, poof, there's no reason not to use it.
We should prepare.
So she is up another 2 points, 3 points natural armor enhancement. And she does not have the necklace. She does, see, so I can literally take it off of her once he gets his spells back, cast it on these 3 characters, and he could have this necklace, and that'd be good enough for me. So he would literally have a constant +2 buff. And then these guys would have a long-lasting, several tens of minutes of buff for Barkskin. And a better version would be a +3 version versus this lame +2. So she'd be definitely in the right direction of where we want her to be. That's awesome.
I'll go ahead.
I don't know if I want to push my luck much more. Let's just take a quick save here. See if we can unlock these doors.
We need to try something else.
Whoa, 30. Yeah, we'll come back to that. That's an impressive check. I do have gloves that give a +5. I remember my checks are almost as good as Jubilos now. His is actually a little better than mine. If I gave him the gloves, he'd be from a 13, he'd be up to an 18. So he would be able to do that. Just to show it to you. Remember, I have these, the trap springer gloves. That's the only reason I'm any good at trap springing. So if I literally gave them to Juby, he'd be amazing at trickery now, which would probably be the smart thing to do. Make someone on the team just an expert at it. Quick save that, and let's give it just one more go.
We need to try something else.
We gotta roll better than a 5, son. To be honest, he would need a 12, right? So it's not exactly easy. Just saying. So we come back, and again, I don't mind. We've uncovered enough of the map, I think, right now that resting and calling the video quits is probably the best idea. Let's go outside and rest, and then we'll say goodnight. And again, there's a door over here, but I gotta feel it's gonna be more of the same. It's gonna be locked. There was, of course, a door here and an open path here, but I think we can explore that tomorrow. Let's bounce outside, take our ill-gotten gain. We'll check our spells one more time to make sure we're happy with our choices. We'll dump the treasure outside, and the heavy stuff, so that we literally can be light, and then when the mission's all over, even if, you know, God forbid, the fortress collapses in on itself in some kind of time warp or some bullshit, D&D loves to do that crap. If you ever want to know what I'm talking about, just ask your dungeon master if you haven't checked it. What happens when you take a portable hole and chuck it into a bag of holding? I guarantee he's going to tell you, no! But super funny when it happens. We've had plenty of DM fights where we got pissed off because the DM decided to be a total tool. And we've had friends that have just threatened to take the bag of holding and then take the portable hole and throw it in there. Calm down, I'm like, don't get crazy on me here. So I'm gonna do it, man. I mean, you're saying I see 5 teammates here who are already wounded, and you're sending 300 trolls after us. Just saying, okay, well, how about they send like the toughest 2 trolls up to beat your ass? Okay, that's a fair fight. That's something that we can handle. But when I'm looking at 300 trolls and I see 5 wounded characters, one of which is a wizard, I think you're kind of being a d-bag to me, buddy. That won't mean anything to you guys, but trust me, a friend of mine is laughing his ass off right now if you heard this video. We want to make sure that Ekondayo, of course, takes his gear off. I'm going to quick save here.
I'm open to your orders.
Keep this up much longer.
Not that I care, because again, we're going to heal up when we rest, but remember, you don't heal necessarily all the way. You can set the slider on that, by the way, to do
I
that.
will protect. Done.
There we go. And of course, we want to make sure to put his gear back on him so he doesn't forget. And remember, like I said, we don't want to rest in the area where the trolls are at. We'll drop the treasure off down here. We'll check our spells once real quick. Bounce outside, successfully rest, and then call it quits, guys. So, let's see, what do we have? We have chainmail that we're going to drop because it's heavy. Chain shirt we're going to drop because it's heavy. We don't need the extra shield right now. I don't mind dropping these things here. We'll pick them up as we leave. No reason to be overweight. And again, we're going to take all this stuff back, at least the stuff that's worth money, once we bounce out of this area. So don't feel like we're screwing anything over here. And again, as far as I know, we can return back to this place even after completing the mission. I don't think it actually implodes on itself. So we should be okay for coming back and looting the rest of it. You know, just, I'm not saying it's a priority. I'm just saying if you're in the area, you you know, try to remember, oh, hey, I left crap back over there, and we can always take this back to Oleg's or our base and sell it off and get, you know, like, 50 more bucks or something. Just saying, sometimes it's worth it. You'd be surprised how low your money gets, and you're like, man, I wish I had more money. Well, did you possibly loot everything you could have looted? Well, no. Well, then that's your own damn fault. So I feel no pity for you when you do stuff like that. It's like me when I say, man, it'd be really nice if I had a better, you know, resting option for food, and I always sell my food off. Well, that's my own damn fault. I shouldn't have done something that stupid. So, quickly checking our spells. She's doesn't matter. He does matter. I'm okay with his still. Been nice if he had leveled up, but oh well. Jujubee here is rocking it now with some nice shield spell. Again, he can cast it on me. And himself, and probably even Ekon. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3. So that's a nice upgrade. I don't need Fire Belly, I don't think, either, now that I think about that. And therefore, I could probably slap, what? Another Cure Light Wound, just so we have another heal on our side. A True Strike, in case I really need to land something. Maybe Reduce Person, so he hits better. Remember, he's accurate as all hell, but having more accuracy because he has a higher dex and he's smaller, goes a long way. Let's do that. And then, of course, those 3 amazing buffs for those 3 guys. And again, we'll pass the necklace off to him so we don't forget. Her. She's grabbing. Those are still solid. And did I? Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I didn't give another shield spell. Because if I did, then she would literally be bouncing out of this crap. And quite frankly, probably just grabbing another set of grease spells. But wizard-wise, she's doing good for herself. Something that I should be doing, by the way, that I should show you guys if we ever get back to Oleg's area, which I know we will, if I can remember. They do have a respec machine, so to speak. There's a person that you can talk to, and I think they're in Oleg's. At least they were the last time. They give you 3 free respecs, which literally means any character you have. It includes your teammates as well as any mercenaries that you've made. You can literally respec them from level 1 on up. Now, they start at whatever level they were. So in her case, since she's a mercenary, she started off as a magus and an Eldritch Archer, no less. If I didn't want her to be Eldritch Archer level 2 right now, I could have this switched to a 1 and a 5 for Wizard. And that's huge, because that would give her level 3 spell use immediately. The downside of that is I think if we respec, I think she loses all the spells in her spell book. So we could save beforehand to make sure that we don't do that, because that would be a big owie. I would not want to lose all the spells that we've scribed so far into this book. So she's doing pretty good for herself. And again, she's not that far away. Hell, by the end of this, she might be level 5, and I might not care, because she'll already be a level 5 wizard at that point, and that's fine. So, but I could show you how to do that, and that might be something of interest to you guys. Certainly, I know I have a character or two that's subpar. Let's, I want to do that necklace. Remember, she's going to go down, but he's going to cast that spell on her, and it's going to last her for a long time. And then he'll have this to supplant the fact that he won't have it on himself, because we'll buff just these 3 with that spell. So he'll be awesome for that reason. And matter of fact, does he have... No, he does not. Damn it. Jujubee. We have so many spells that we could have given this guy. Haste spell. Ooh, I can even do the remove blindness. Damn, man. Holy good lord. Most of his spells are not going to be spells that do damage. So you're looking for the buffs, the heals, the couple that do damage or that are attack type spells are rare, and you're probably not going to be even thinking about them. But yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Okay, now we can save. Go outside. We dropped off the treasure that we wanted to drop off. Yep. You managed to find another ration somehow. You'll rest up and call it quits for the day. Not bad. That's a pretty decent haul. And again, if I would have had to done this video the other way, it would have been chopped up all over the place of just constant. It would have taken me at least 2 or 3 days to get to where we're at right now. So let's rest. Well, first, quick save. Rest. Manage. Everyone's where they need to be, right? Yep. Do that thing you do so well.
You behave like a dead man. Why?
I am a dead man, just like us all. We are alive for a moment and dead for eternity. Which condition do you think more important?
Alright. Going back in so I don't lose my place. I'll take us to the cliff and save there.
The path is clear.
But as we march through the area, I would like to say thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think so far. Do you like the new format where I'm literally just taking larger videos and then just dissecting them in obvious stop spots? If not, comment down below if you're happy with it or okay with it at the very least. Say so as well. I do appreciate any feedback you guys give me. I'd rather have the videos be good and more of them faster. So again, I think this is probably the format that I'm going to stick with unless I hear otherwise. But with that, my name's Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.